Women don't want to be understood, they want to be felt.
Ding, 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 ding. Hey guys, welcome back to this episode of HIMology. For those who don't know me, I'm Shari James. I help men heal erectile dysfunction, get them off of pills, and in some cases, get pills to work. And today I am here with Valdo Lalamand. I hope I said that correctly.
You did, Shari.
Okay. And Valdo helps couples experience maximum play and turn on. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to this. Our first wisdom bomb from Valdo is what men do not understand about women. All right.
Okay.
This is
Let's
a
dive in.
woo! Like you're just like
Yeah.
going for the jugular here. Okay.
Yeah. And so this is a very sad topic in many ways because men try to understand women, and women don't want to be understood, they want to be felt.
Ding, 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 ding.
Exactly, exactly. So when a man tries to understand a woman, and I'm not saying here that men should not try to understand women, that's not the point, but be present in the moment with them, with their emotions, with what they feel, with what they're experiencing, is what women really want, to be seen and known and felt.
I could not agree more. And I'm so glad you said that. You know, the word miss and the word mystery are very aligned, aren't they? Right?
Oh, I never thought about that.
It's the feminine mystery. We are the mystery,
Hmm,
and men are his story, right? Men are history, and the feminine is mystery.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and so men and women are way too much in their heads. And it's interesting because with the couples I work with, when I ask the man what's going on with his wife when he's in his head, he most of the time gets it wrong. And then I invite him through, breathing and presencing and learning to feel from his body what he senses is going on with his wife, what she is experiencing. They most often get it right. It is so interesting.
I am so glad that you're saying this because having the privilege of working solely with men for 18 years, I've discovered that men are incredibly intuitive and instinctual, right? But it's like women are typically seen as the intuitive ones, but I find men in a lot of ways can be very equal.
And they can access that realm that they are usually very good at because in some ways the view I have is that men were designed to be some sort of a receptor of the feminine, to be some sort of a magnifier so they can basically turn each other on back and forth. And but men are, or too many men are in their heads, in their worries. Does she love me? Does she want sex with me? What do I need to do to have sex? And when they are there, they basically do the wrong, basically they turn each other off because a man in his head, unless he wants his problem solving, is a turn off. And then she's turned off, and because he's the receptor on his intuitive, he knows she's turned off, and that turns him off. And you can know that typically they don't go to the bedroom.
I completely agree. It's like, in a way, I think what we're saying is like sex is not a problem to be solved, right?
Yeah.
It's it requires a much different approach. And if a man's in his head, then he's not in his full presence. And the gift of a man to a woman is his present, right? It is that gift. When you can have a man's full presence, it's incredibly powerful and also very um disarming, and really puts a woman more so in her feminine state of being. You're nodding like,
Totally, yeah,
yes,
I
girl.
am. Exactly. So basically, when he's not giving her his presence, she's not giving back her juiciness.
Absolutely. So
And when he's
chicken and egg.
exactly, and when he's giving her his presence, then he's giving her giving him her juiciness.
When you take the little blue pill for erectile dysfunction, you are a customer for life. When you work with me, you're a client for 3 months, and we actually heal it. The choice is yours. Sign up for your free video consultation. So, because I feel the nature of the masculine is to be more in the mental realm, I think of like Father Sky, Mother Earth, right? So what can you tell men that want to go from their head and drop into their presence so that they can start to sensate their female partner?
So usually I don't tell them, I invite them to breathe and learn to feel their feminine partner. And so when
Very
a
tantric.
man, yeah, and so when a man is approaching his partner and says, "Hey, what do you feel right now?" Some women will tell them, but many are so upset with men trying to figure them out. They don't answer, or they don't, give him the lesson that would be good for him. And so I start, in coaching sessions, I invite couples to learn to feel each other. And when they both have the experience, oh wow, when he's embodied, he reads me well. And that is very much inviting. So somehow from a downward spiral to an upward spiral. So men gain the confidence that they can read their woman well when they are embodied, when they are, feeling
Attuned.
her. Exactly.
Ah.
And then there is something very interesting that happens, I have seen again and again and again, is most women, when they are a no, is because they are turned off. And there is a switch that is very elusive to men of her being turned on. And of course, you can get to the turn on through techniques, but fairly rarely. Or let's say differently, technique is important, but presence is the key. And when a woman, through presence activities, feels that he's with her, that he's feeling her, the switch is instant, and she wants to grab his hand and say, "Let's go to the bedroom, darling."
Oh, I 100% agree with you. Yes.
Yeah. And so men first don't know that there is that switch. They know about the switch the other way. They know that basically after honeymoon, many women say no to sex, but they don't know that there is a switch to turn her on again.
I'm just like taking everything in because this is absolutely truth that you're speaking. Can you share with the audience? Because I'm imagining you working with a couple, and I'm imagining a man sensing his woman, which could even be for the first time, or trusting himself that he is sensing her, which are two different things, right?
Mhm.
When he really gets that, what is a man's expression like?
He's much more relaxed.
Hmm.
And there is something really interesting happening. And so for women, it's is global. So it's either a turn off or a turn on. And of course, there are things that happen in a womb, but it's much more diffuse and global. So for a man, it's in his chest. And so there is an empowered man and there is a collapsed man. It's really interesting. And so one of the things that few women fully get is that he wants to win. Of course, that's the
Yes.
masculine, but he wants
Yes.
to win with her. And so it's either
Forward.
both win or both lose. So
Yeah.
from a feminine point of view, learning to track that boasting, which we see a lot in superheroes, on Hollywood movies. But even a man that does not have all these muscles shows that, empowered self and then collapsed self. So I invite men and their feminine partner to pay attention to that green light, red light, because when there is a green light, both, it's an upward spiral. And when it's a red light, nothing good will come out of whatever they are doing.
These are so many truth bombs. I absolutely love everything that you said. I definitely resonate. I agree. I have the men's perspective. So, just to wrap this up, there really is so much wisdom that, little nuggets that were dropped on you guys. So this is something maybe you can try to experiment with at home or, reach out to Valdo. But this man is speaking truth. And when a man is in his chest, he is courageous. So may all of you be courageous out there.
I so agree.
Hey, you. Hey, guy. Who's learning about sexual health? Mixed in with some Tantra, mixed in with some 5 elements of Chinese medicine and some Western medicine. I want to let you know something. I would love it if you would hit my subscribe button and the notification bell. That way, you're going to know when new content is posted every Friday.